direction. Okay? As you can see, class, okay, from our figure, the direction should be based from a reference point. Okay, and in this case, our reference point is the x-axis or the horizontal axis. Now, as you can see here, class, the theta here is the angle which is inside the triangle. But in order for us to measure the the direction from the x-axis going to the position of the f sub r, it should be added to 15 degrees. Okay, it should be added to 15 degrees. That's why the value that we are trying to solve here is this angle phi, because as you can see, angle phi is from the f sub r going to the reference point. Okay, so whatever value that we have as we solve the theta here, we will add it to 15 degrees. Now, what formula or what principle should we apply in solving for the angle of a triangle? So we will apply the law of sines. If you could recall, class, law of sines is used if we are trying to solve for an angle and if we are given two sides and one angle. Okay, now if you could recall, the formula of law of sines is this one. Okay, so any of these two expression we can use, class. Okay, only two. It's because if you could recall, an equation has only one expression from the left side and one expression on the right side. So it could be that you use this 2, or it could be you use this 2 here, or this one, or this one. Okay, anyway, class, like you've said, these letters are just representations. Okay, they are just representations of our actual problem. And the same earlier from the law of cosines, these big letters represents your sides and the small letter represents your angle. Okay, so I decided to use this expression here, this one. So I'll make this side A as our f sub r, while the sine A, okay, take note, why did I use this 115 degrees? Where did I get it? Okay, like I've said, the small letter represents the angle of the side that you are taking. So since our side A, okay, represents our f sub r, so the value of the small letter a should be the angle opposite to that side. Okay, so this is our f sub r, and the angle opposite to it is this 115. That's why that is what we used. Now, since our target here is to solve for the theta, this is the theta, class. So what side is opposite to it? Is it 100 Newton or 150 Newton? So since the side opposite to the angle theta is 150 Newton, that's why we have used it here. Understood? But if, for example, as in our problem, this is the angle that we are trying to solve here at the top. So the opposite side will then be 100 newtons. Okay? Now, substituting the value of the f sub r, 212.552, we'll have that equation, and then cross multiplying, we'll have this equation here. And since our target is the value of the theta, so we will divide both sides of the equation by 212.552, and it will look like this, there. And in order to have theta only, we will divide it by sine, or we'll get the arc sine of the expression on the right side, which will look like this, there. So using your calculator, class, kindly encode these values, and therefore the value of the theta is 39.761. Now, is that the answer? Is that the final answer already? Not yet. Why? It's because, like you've said, that theta is only the angle inside the triangle. We need to add it to 15 degrees to actually describe the direction of our f sub r. Therefore, class, this 39.761, we will add 15 degrees to get 54.761, which is the direction or the angle that describes the direction of our resultant force. And that is already the answer.